Hi, Eastview family. I'm Vicki Snyder, and in case you don't know me, I work with Eastview Kids. I produce their Sunday morning teaching videos that they watch in room at the Normal and Bloomington campuses, and also Eastview online. So let's go to our passage today. This week we are in John 12. Jesus has just arrived in Jerusalem, and he is a few days away from his crucifixion. We are coming to the climax of Jesus' mission. We see here a profound moment in the life of Jesus as he says in verses 27 through 28, "Now is my soul troubled, and what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? But for this purpose I have come to this hour. Father, glorify your name." Then a voice came from heaven, "I have glorified it, and I will glorify it again." So much is packed into just these two verses. And so I want to talk about four things: Jesus' humanity, his submission, and then God's glorification and God's confirmation. And from these things, I invite you to consider, what is your default posture in life? Jesus has several things to show us. So first, we see in these verses Jesus' humanity. We see his inner turmoil, a striking reminder of his humanness. It teaches us that our posture in life should acknowledge the reality of our inner struggles and doubts. Jesus openly expressed his troubled soul, and we should feel free to bring those same anxieties and concerns to God, trusting that God understands and empathizes with our weaknesses. The next thing we see is Jesus' submission. Jesus wrestles with the idea of asking God to save him from this suffering, but this struggle shows us an essential aspect of what our own posture in life should be. Are we willing to submit to God's will even when it is difficult? Consider the times when you've faced challenges and your instinct was to escape. I have. But Jesus shows us that sometimes God's purpose for us involves embracing the trials rather than avoiding them. The third thing we see is God's glorification. Ultimately, Jesus' prayer is, "Father, glorify your name." And this reveals the core of Jesus' posture in life, which is a profound commitment to the glory of God above all else. And so our posture should be marked by a passionate desire to also bring glory to God's name. This means that in every decision, action, and thought, we seek to align ourselves with God's will and purpose, knowing that his glory is ultimately our aim. Lastly, we see God's confirmation. In responses to Jesus' prayer, a voice comes from heaven affirming that God has already glorified his name and will do so again. This divine confirmation shows us how significant Jesus' mission is and Jesus' role in revealing God's glory. So as you reflect on this passage, consider your own posture in life. Are you willing to bring your inner struggles and doubts to God? Are you open to accepting God's will, even when it leads you through difficult times? Most importantly, does your life seek to glorify God's name? In the midst of life's trials and uncertainties, let Jesus' example inspire you to maintain a surrendered posture, echoing his words, "Father, glorify your name." And may this become the guiding principle of your life, leading you to live in a way that reflects God's character and brings honor to him. And in doing this, I hope you'll discover a posture in life that is deeply rooted in faith, surrender, and a burning desire to magnify the name of the Father.